welcome to my channel. I'm your girl Kristen and you're watching Chris by Kristen. On this channel we talk everything from beauty, style tips, some mom hacks, and of course just having some fun along the way. I blog. I'm a budding blogger. If you guys have not already subscribed to my blog, be sure to do that. The link is in the description section below. On there you'll find more of my articles written on some of the products that we discuss. I also do a lot of business promotion specifically for women-owned small businesses. If you have a product or service that you love and you would love to get out to the masses, please share it with me. I'd be happy to do some write-ups for you, some social media marketing promotion, you name it, just to, get the word out there that you have your business and you'd love everyone to hear about it. So with that being said, let's get into today's topic and product choice of the week. It is the Morphe Sweet Oasis 35S palette. Whoop, whoop. This one is by far my favorite palette so far, next to one other, and I can't give you the name because that's going to be on our next video. This palette is perfect for anyone that is going maybe needing a little extra pop with their color, especially if you're looking for some pinks, maybe some blues, maybe one throwing a little jazzy gold or some gray, whatever your vibe is, this palette is for you. One of the many reasons I've switched my love of palettes from Urban Decay slightly to Morphe. Nothing wrong with Urban Decay at all. It's just the pigmentation of Morphe has me blown away. Each palette that I've picked from the store, even online, has not failed me wrong. And I can save my concealer. I don't have to use as much as a base when I do these colors because the pigmentation is fantastic. And I will also give credit where credit is due because the Morphe palette color selection is phenomenal. So let's get into this palette, why I love it, and then I'll do some swatches for you. And if you stick around long enough, at the end of this video, you'll see some of the looks that I have personally created with this palette using the pinks, the blues, and a few of the grays. So let me show you this beautiful palette. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The color choices. Oh, you gotta zoom in. They're beautiful. I mean, look at this. So when I first got this palette, what drew me were the blues, specifically because I didn't have a palette that had blues this vibrant and light as that I like. I know for spring, especially, with it creeping into summer, I did want to start wearing more fluorescent colors, and the blue, teal, and kind of like adding a touch of green in there in some ways, like this one down here, allows me to do that with my look. Also the pinks drew me as well. My favorite color is pink. So a lot of my looks that I do throughout the week for work, or if I'm hanging out with my boyfriend or with my best friends, some of them are pink. That's usually my go-to because of just my skin tone. That's just my preference. But I have also started to incorporate some of the grays, the silver sparklies. And then most recently I have done a more neutral look with the tans and some of the golden browns. So let me do a few color swatches for you guys so you guys can see why I love this palette so much, and you can get an idea of some of the looks that you can create with this. So for the first color swatch, and I'll actually put this down for a second so I can do this right. I'm going to use the Yacht Life one, which will be the bottom third one from the right. It's kind of a reddish tone, but when it goes on, you can see some of the pink or magenta come out of it. So let me show you guys. I'm going to use my wrist so you can see. Look at that. And that was one swatch. Not too deep, but one swatch on my finger. That is the vibrancy that you will see, and I'll scoot in closer. Sorry, it's a little dusty. So that is one of my colors, and I usually use this color around the outer corner of my eye, or if I'm going to get into my creases, that's the color that I would use here. A color that I would use kind of towards the inside of my lid, which I won't do because I kind of already have like a more neutral tone on right now, would be my favorite, the Hibiscus Blossom, and that's the one that's kind of like a cotton candy pink, if you will. Let me show you that color swatch. I'm to add a little bit more. This one's a little light. And I'm light skinned too. So that is the hibiscus blossom. If I'm saying that right, Morphe, please excuse me. This is the one that I would use on the inside corner of my lid right there, just to give it more vibrancy if you want to do a two-tone pink color. After that, I would say of all the pinks, I'll do my last third pink and then we'll get into the blues, would be Love Struck. This one is perfect for the corner of your eye, one closest to your nose. This one is great. I would also add, before you do that color, maybe the Take Me Back, to add more base if you want the pink to come out a little bit stronger. So let me actually do that swatch for you guys. It's a little bit light, so I do have to double up on it because don't have any concealer on my wrist. But you can kind of see the fluorescent there of that light pink. All right, let's get into my favorite, the blues. All right, so my favorite blue that I first used when I got this palette was actually the Infinity Pool because of how deep that turquoise is. And it's a good standalone color, but when you mix in the sparkle of either Coastline, or maybe if you're looking for more of like a deep nighttime look type vibe, you can add some of the Secret Lagoon to the inside quarter of your eye and finish your look with the Infinity Pool. So let me actually show you that color so you can get an idea. And I'll actually use inside of my wrist again. So this is what the Infinity Pool color looks like. It is beautiful. I would recommend maybe doing two, or like blending this pretty good so you can get the color and the pigmentation to pop on that one. Okay, so let me show you the Secret Lagoon color, a deeper color. This one's kind of like a midnight blue tone when it goes on my skin. And that's that color. Okay. So those are my favorite top 5 colors out of this palette. I will say whenever Morphe makes something as beautiful as this palette or any of their other palettes, I definitely buy it, or at least try it, borrow it from one of my friends if I can. Or I make sure I go into either Ulta or the actual Morphe store to give it a couple of color swatches to see if I like it. But this by far, out of all the palettes that I do own, is one of my favorites. I would say this one is a close first or second to the Lisa Franklin, which will be our next video if you keep listening. And yeah, this is one of my favorites. Well, I thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video was a little lengthy because I just wanted to show you guys the beautiful color swatches and selections. If you stay tuned for just 2 more seconds, the pictures of my actual looks that I did create with that palette will be shown. You can also find the link to this palette in the description below, sorry. And I will also be doing a review on this palette later on, which you can also find in the description section on Wednesday. As we say all the time, thank you guys for listening. Be sure to subscribe, like, and please drop a comment below so you can let me know how good I did on my first video in quite some time. Thank you so much for listening.